was a good student, even with tests, except for a test that dealt with my life. Have to learn the hard way or I don't give in. I learned so many hard lessons when our story began. I felt laughter so deeply in my bones, a good emotion, but the only one you knew how to hold. Now I like being held, so I set the rest aside. Now that I'm older, I realize an X and Y axis only meet once in a lifetime, then part their ways. There's limits and collateral, there's sins in the parabola. It only made sense when we were getting grades. Now that we're older, we grow further away. Our lines never crossing, they form new shapes, and we're happier as such. But I still remember when our lines touched, then fell apart in December. You pushed me out coldly, my heart didn't matter. I watched you walk away without looking back, and you kept moving in that straight line further from my quirks. If we met for the first time today, we'd never work. My gosh, we're so different, we're more ourselves. I wish I could say you're irrelevant now. I'd like to forget you more than anyone else, but there was magic when the lines hit zero. An X and Y axis only meet once in a lifetime, then part their ways. There's limits and collateral, there's sins in the parabola. It only made sense when we were getting grades. Now that we're older, we grow further away. Our lines never crossing, they form new shapes, and we're happier as such. But I still remember when our lines touched and fell apart in December. How do you explain your exes to her? How do you defend your wives? How do you defend your wives? If I ran into her, would she have a clue that I'm part of her line? An X and Y axis only meet once in a lifetime, then part their ways. There's limits and collateral, there's sins in the parabola. It only made sense when we were getting grades. And now that we're older, we grow further away. Our lines never crossing, they form new shapes, and we're happier as such. But I still remember when our lines touched, then fell apart in December.